The average American household spent $78,233 on consumer expenditures in 2024. That's up 5.1% from the previous year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Wages rose 3.8% during the same period. Do the math. Spending is climbing faster than earning. The gap between what things cost and what people can actually afford widens every single year. But here's what makes this worse. A significant chunk of that spending goes toward things that used to make sense, but simply don't anymore. Products and services that were once reasonable purchases have quietly transformed into financial traps designed to extract maximum dollars for minimum value. Inflation alone doesn't explain it. Corporate pricing strategies have evolved. Subscription models have multiplied. Convenience fees have stacked on top of convenience fees. The economy you grew up understanding no longer operates by the same rules. Some purchases that felt normal 5 years ago now border on financial self-sabotage. The math has shifted so dramatically that continuing old spending habits means actively working against your own wealth. This video breaks down 12 things that are no longer worth your money in 2026. Some will seem obvious, others might surprise you. All of them are quietly draining bank accounts while delivering less value than they used to. Understanding where the money actually goes is the first step toward keeping more of it. Number 1. Food delivery apps. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. These platforms have fundamentally changed how people eat. They've also fundamentally changed how much people pay for that convenience. The economics are brutal when you actually examine them. Delivery platforms charge restaurants commission fees, ranging from 15 to 30% on every order. Restaurants don't absorb that cost. They pass it directly to customers through inflated menu prices. Studies have found that prices on delivery apps run approximately 25% higher than the same items purchased in store. That's before any additional fees. Delivery fee, service fee, small order fee if your purchase doesn't hit a minimum threshold, tip for the driver. Sometimes a busy area surcharge during peak hours. A meal that cost $12 at the restaurant can easily reach $22 through the app. That's an 83% markup for someone else to pick up your food. According to Gordon Haskett Research Advisors, delivery app prices have increased another 8 to 12% since 2023 alone. The gap between app prices and restaurant prices keeps growing. The convenience argument made sense when delivery was occasional. When it becomes habitual, the math becomes devastating. Someone ordering delivery twice a week at a $15 premium per order spends an extra $1,560 annually on the privilege of not driving 10 minutes. That money, invested at 8% annual returns for 20 years, becomes approximately $7,800 per year of this habit. The delivery apps know exactly what they're doing. The interfaces are designed to minimize friction and maximize ordering. The subscription services like DashPass create illusions of savings while locking you into consistent usage patterns. In 2026, the math no longer works for regular use. The occasional emergency order makes sense. The weekly habit is a wealth transfer from your bank account to corporate shareholders. Number 2. New cars. The moment you drive a new car off the dealership lot, it loses approximately 20% of its value. On a $48,000 vehicle, which is close to the average new car price in 2026, that's $9,600 evaporating in the time it takes to reach the first stoplight. By the end of year 1, depreciation typically hits 25 to 30%. Your $48,000 car is now worth $33,000 to $36,000. You've lost more than a year's worth of rent for many Americans. The situation worsens if you finance most of the purchase. Negative equity, owing more than the car is worth, happens almost immediately for many buyers. You're trapped in the loan, unable to sell without bringing cash to cover the difference. 5-year-old cars occupy a sweet spot that new car buyers ignore. They've already absorbed the steepest depreciation. They typically don't need major repairs yet. Modern vehicles easily run 150,000 to 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. Buy a reliable 5-year-old car, drive it for 3 or 4 years, sell it before major repairs become likely. The depreciation during your ownership period is minimal compared to what new car buyers experience. You can often sell for close to what you paid. This creates a recycling effect. One pool of money keeps moving from vehicle to vehicle instead of disappearing into depreciation losses. The average monthly payment on a new car loan reached $738 in late 2025, according to Edmunds. That's $8,856 annually, before insurance, gas, and maintenance. Someone buying used with cash eliminates that payment entirely and redirects nearly $9,000 per year toward actual wealth building. Research on millionaire behavior is consistent on this point. The typical millionaire drives a Toyota, Honda, or Ford. The median price they pay for a vehicle is $31,367. They understand that transportation is a utility, not a status symbol. New cars in 2026 are financial sinkholes disguised as lifestyle upgrades. Number 3. Sit-down restaurants. Restaurant prices have increased 35% since 2019, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. A hamburger at a casual sit-down restaurant now costs $16 to $22 in most markets. Add a drink and an appetizer and you're approaching $40 for a single person before tip. Two people going out for a decent dinner with drinks can easily spend $100 to $140. That same meal could have cost $50 to $60 just 5 years ago. The value proposition has inverted. Prices doubled while portions shrank. The experience hasn't improved. If anything, service has declined as restaurants struggle with staffing and costs. Drinks represent the worst markup in the entire restaurant model. A $14 martini uses $2 worth of ingredients. A $4 soda costs the restaurant approximately 15 cents. Coffee with a 2,000% markup. These add-ons exist specifically because margins on food have compressed. Restaurants survive on beverage profits. The time investment compounds the problem. A sit-down dinner takes 90 minutes to 2 hours. You could prepare a better meal at home in 30 minutes for a quarter of the price. This doesn't mean never eating out. Celebration meals still make sense. The occasional experience has value beyond the food itself, but the weekly restaurant habit that many households maintain has become economically irrational. A family spending $200 weekly on dining out, not unusual in expensive markets, spends $10,400 annually. That same family could eat extraordinarily well at home for $600 monthly, saving over $3,000 per year, while probably eating healthier. The restaurants know customer traffic has declined. Their response has been raising prices further on remaining customers rather than improving value. The death spiral continues.